All right, it's time to be honest with yourself. Because I've heard so many people talk about how, oh, whenever it's time to talk about sex, my mouth just goes dry. Oh, it's cringe. Like, nah, I don't want it to seem like I'm doing too much. We have to talk about that today. Because we've been on this series for a very long time and I've been screaming on top of my lungs that sexual compatibility does not equal chemistry. I've been screaming, but I haven't really told you how to communicate, which is why we're going to be talking about sexual communication today, my love. That's what we'll talk about today. Okay? So, we're going to break through why you find that it's difficult for you to talk about sex. Okay, you cannot keep pretending that that dry missionary that you're receiving is okay. It is not okay. Even your vajayjay knows. That is why it is dry. Talk about things that you like. You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't. Okay, and before you tackle or bring up or come up with a solution, you have to tackle the problem. You have to know why it is that that is happening. Is it from the fear of doing too much or being too much, the fear of sounding too forward? Is it because growing up, sex is always like a sacred topic? You have to know which is it for you, or is it the man? Because see, I know, like you find that maybe with your ex you were able to talk about sex, like the things that you like and things that you don't like, but with this person it's quite difficult, but you don't want to leave because you love this person and blah blah blah. Nah, the moment you know what the problem is, it is easier for you to find a solution. It's very easy for you to find a solution. And I know that we were raised to not talk about sex because sex is for men. As long as your husband enjoys it, that is it. That's even if you get it a discussion like that out of your parents. But like, have you ever been like, oh my god, this is not working for me? Like right in the middle of it. That is the time you push him backwards and you talk to him. Or you try to tell him, please go lower. If that is such a difficult thing for you to do, then I don't know. There's a way, there's a wiring in your head that is preventing that, and you have to know that nobody's asking you to write a sex dissertation. Like it's not a dissertation. You're not trying to write a project or something. Nobody's saying you should write a full-on article. That's not what this is. Okay, it can be as simple as dropping little compliments. Like I really liked what you did the other day. Can we do it again? Can we try it again? It's as simple. See, it's as simple as like, say, babes. Next time, can you go lower? It's as simple as that. Honestly, it is. So if you realize that you can do these things without it sounding too formal, I think that it should be able to help because sexual communication can be playful, it can be flirty, it can even be text based. Just in case you're not the type to want to talk about it face to face, text him. If you're able to send him, where is my hug, you forgot to kiss me this morning, then you should be able to tell him that you see that thing you did the last time with your finger and everything, I didn't like that very much. Text it. If it's too hard, see, text it, turn off your data. Yeah, turn it. See, just send the message, turn off your data, or you send voice notes. Then you turn off your data. Then when you turn on your data, like say 30 minutes later, then you listen to the voice notes and then turn off the data again. Send your reply, turn off the data again. If it see there are little ways you can do this. You have to bridge the gap so that it can become easier for you to how do I put this now? Easier for you to do this next time. All right. Take it one step at a time. See, the problem is that you're thinking about it too much. Okay? But then again, there are little tools that you can use. There are little tools that you can use. One is what I like to call like sexual check ins, where like immediately after the deed, after the do, people will talk about what worked and what did not work. Like right after you're down from your high, you can start with small, small compliments, like I said before. Say, oh, you see that last thing you did, I really liked it. I really liked it. Like, I would want us to try that again. Like, what was that you did last time? Like, little, little things like that. And you can encourage him to talk about what he liked. Like, What did I do that you really liked? Things like that. Sexual check is very, very important that you do. Or you do a yes, no, maybe list. And you exchange it when you are doing like Netflix and chill and shit, you know? Just give him his own, you take your own, you take the things that you like and the things that you don't like. He does the same, you will exchange it. And maybe you can run away from there, run to the bathroom or something because you don't want to see his reaction. I don't know what fits or what works for you. Whichever works for you, you can do that. But start small. Okay? Start small. These are things that you need to do. If you don't do any of these things, if you don't talk about what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what makes you feel safe, what scares you during sex, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're going to remain unpleasured. You're going to turn into this angry black woman that we talk about every day. That teacher that we used to mock back in the day. That every time she's angry, her husband should touch her and shit. You're going to turn into her. Yes, you are. And when you notice that you don't get what you want, you notice that things are not working for you, like you're not getting what you actually want. It starts like that, and before you know, detachment starts, and from detachment, you get resentment. Then you go for your girls' night out, and then everybody's talking about how their man used to do this and that and that. And you cannot relate. You cannot relate because your man didn't used to do shit. Why? Because you're not talking about it. And now after everybody has shared their experience, you will not be thinking, you go home and you'll not be looking at your man, you'll be trying to do something and you'll be like, who be this one? Resentment. Resentment has started. Meanwhile, the poor boy, you have not told the poor boy what to do. You have not told that poor man what to do. He's just there waving, like riding the sea on his own knowledge. Meanwhile, you should have helped. You could have helped. You just refused to help. And now you're resenting somebody for doing what they can do. Do you understand how these things work now? Can you see that it's not really a good thing. Staying quiet doesn't really help because that communication will bring up or lead to a deeper connection between two of you. You can be in public, you can become those characters that you watch on your favorite TV shows where they can be in public, just look at each other, they already know what they want to go and do, and before you know, zap, they're out of there. You can be in public, have a butt plug, you can get there, but you have to start little by little. It's little steps first. Little droplets make an ocean. You can't keep silent and expect that your partner would automatically know what you want. They cannot read your mind. They are not there to read your mind. Okay? Start small. Small, small compliments. I really liked when you did this. I really liked when you do that. And which brings me to your assignment. Yes, I'm going to give you assignment today. You are going to tell your partner one really positive thing that you like that they do to you in bed today. Just start small. Just a little. Oh, I really liked when you just small one. Send it, turn off your data. Just send it, turn off your data, and you'll be fine. See, trust me, you'll be fine. Highest, they make a joke out of it. Or the ones that are really emotionally grounded will now say, "Oh, really? You did?" Real conversation starts from there. It's not every time you will be talking about Pella and Jarvis and very dark man and everything but your relationship. Try to talk about your relationship so you fix it before it goes down the hill. To comprehend? Yeah. That being said, mwah, love you. See you next time. All right.